Gargi Rawat. Today on the show, we're talking about the drug menace in urban India. This after a massive drug haul in Delhi, and we're asking whether we are in denial over this drug menace in our urban cities. Over 500 kilos of cocaine worth 5,000 crore was seized in Delhi today. And what is the biggest drug bust in the national capital? 4 men were arrested in connection with the drug bust after a raid in South Delhi. According to the police, an international drug syndicate is believed to be behind the massive cocaine consignment, and the narcotics were being used in high-profile parties. Let's take a look at what the police had to say.
Diligently working for the last 4 months. Yesterday they received a very specific information that a major consignment has come in Delhi at a particular place in Mahipalpur extension. The team swung into action, and 562 kg of cocaine along with 40 kgs of Thai marijuana has been recovered with the arrest of these 4 persons.
Joining us, Rajesh Kumar, Director, SPYM Anti-Drug. Thank you so much. Rajesh Kumar, your comments on this drug menace in urban India. Also, we keep hearing of these various raids. This particular raid of 500 kilos of cocaine, it said it came from South America, and then from Mumbai, it was brought to Delhi and was to be used for parties here.
See, we have to understand one thing. Why supply is increasing day by day? Because there is a demand, and most of us are not working on demand reduction. If you recall, in 1971, President Nixon, he introduced the concept called war on drug, and by now America is in such a mess that around 150,000 people are dying just of overdose. So somewhere the strategy, I'm not saying that the supply reduction is not important. It's very critical, very important. But unless and until we reduce the demand, because SPYM has been working in this sector for the last 40 years. And what we have realized that now, since earlier it was only among the poor people or among the people, those who were on the margin, people were not concerned. Look at the quantum of this cocaine. 500 kg of cocaine in Delhi. So it must have come in much more than that in India. I give you another example. Around 2 crore 10 lakh people, and this is 2018-19 report of Government of India, are the opiate users. And see a calculation of if they are using half a gram a day, average and 365 days. So 10,000 kg of heroin and multiplied by 365, say around 4 lakh kg of heroin is being used in this country, and someone is supplying it. So somewhere we have gone wrong, that supply reduction is the main thing. It is very critical, very important. But unless and until we close the floodgate, and what is the floodgate closing? In school, we have to introduce life skill-based education program. And fortunately, Government of India, Ministry of Social Justice and Ministry of Education, and SPYM has prepared that module. So we are targeting around 1 million teachers to be trained in next 2 years. So that module is called Navchetna. So unless and until we understand this, so early prevention is very critical. That will reduce the demand. Number 2, those who are in substance use, we have to address the word stigma. Unless and until we reduce the stigma, people will not come to the treatment. Look at the middle class people, those who are watching this program. Right. Where they will go? There is no space. And some of the treatment centers are charging 10 lakhs rupees a month. So, these are the issues which we need to address, and we need to discuss and develop a national strategy.
Point about children, that's very important, given that even in Andhra Pradesh we've seen this crackdown on drugs being available near schools. Recently somebody was found who had his shop was full of chocolates or toffees that had drugs inside them. So this enticing of children was taking place, and yes, more conversations, more awareness camps also need to be held. Final comments from you, Rajesh Kumar, and this point of it being available, especially in colleges. A few months ago, or perhaps it was a year ago, that a student in one of these colleges in Sonipat got up and questioned the police authority there and said that you're talking about all this, talking about drugs, but right outside there's so many dealers, it's so freely available. Why aren't you cracking down on this? It's one of those known open secrets in many of the colleges, and everybody knows which students or where where the drug dealers are hiding. So clearly a lot more needs to be done to ensure it's not available so freely. And we again have these big news events where this massive drug haul is found, but we all know it's quite freely available in different colleges, etc., in different parts of the country.
Again, my organization, SPYM, we run 3 treatment centers for children. A child who is 8 year, 9 year can get easily smacked anywhere in Delhi. So think about the adult and other people. Again, let's not miss the big picture. AI has come. Artificial intelligence is now changing the molecules of the drug. And by the time, if someone is caught, they will go to the court. They say, no, this is not drug. This has not been notified by Ministry of Finance or NCB. Another thing is, because we are also working in the Punjab on the border area. Every night, through drone, the drugs are being dropped. So what I'm trying to focus is early prevention is the only way out. 99.9% our kids are not taking or experimenting with the drug. Let's save them first, number one. Number two, those who have started experimenting, bring them at the earliest in some treatment program without any stigma, without any bias, without any shaming. Because a lot of people feel that if we shame, the things will be better.
Right.
Third, treatment. And the treatment, this is the only disease on earth where the person who is diseased or whose person is suffering is sent to the jail. So don't send them to the jail. Send them to the treatment program. Globally now a new program is being launched. It's called Alternative to Incarceration. So these are the 3 simple strategies where the cost is minimum and things will be much better.